MSB here, and it's time for some more MSBvP. Today we'll be in the game Hearthstone, and we'll be going through an arena match. So, let's get started. Okay. Here we go. Yes, 150 gold, no problem. Okay, so the three classes that we have, there's a Rogue, Hunter, and Mage. I'm going to go ahead and take the Hunter. It's a bit risky to choose Hunter in arenas, but if you get good cards, it can really work out very well. Okay, so South Sea Captain, Big Game Hunter, or Sea Giant. I'm going to go with the Sea Giant here. An 8/8, you can't really deny that. It's excellent. So we've got a Frostwolf Grunt, a Bluegill Warrior, or an Amani Berserker. I'm taking the Amani Berserker here because it's a 2/3 for a 2 mana cost. That's great. Oh man. Okay, so tough choice between the Shield Master and the Chillwind Yeti, but I have never passed up a Chillwind Yeti. So definitely taking that. Here, I'm going to go for a bomb with a Boulder Fist Ogre. I'll probably want to calm down on those pretty soon. Okay, Deadly Shot is great. Tundra Rhino is good, but is expensive. And then Iron Fur Grizzly is a very good 3/3/3 with Taunt. I'm going to go with the Tundra Rhino here. That can have some very good potential, and we're right at the start of the draft. Here I'm going to take a Kill Command. That's excellent for reach. So here's between Unleash the Hounds and a Silverhand Knight, because a Silverhand Knight is a very good troop in the arena. So I'm going to go with the Silverhand Knight. I'd love to take Unleash the Hounds, but I'm just not confident that I'll pull the cards I need. Okay, so Bloodsail Corsair, Defender of Argus, or Misdirection. Misdirection is pretty funny, but is only really good if your opponent is the only one with troops on the board, because otherwise it could just attack a random troop of yours, and then you don't really gain that much per se. So I'm going to go with the Defender of Argus. It's a fantastic card, 4/3/3. Here, let's see here, we're 8 cards in. The Frostwolf Warlord is very good. The Shield Master is very good. The Starving Buzzard can be good if you've got enough beasts, because that's your card draw mechanic. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and take the Starving Buzzard. Okay, so we've got a Flare, a Twilight Drake, or an Arcane Golem. I'm gonna go with the Twilight Drake here. That is a very good card. And now I'm gonna prioritize beasts a little bit. So the Dread Corsair, the Silverback Patriarch, or the Earth and Rain Farsinger. I'm gonna go with the Silverback Patriarch. And now we're going to take a Shield Master. We've got a couple of good endgame cards, and a Shield Master is very solid. So here we have the Oasis Snapjaw, the Booty Bay Bodyguard, or Deadly Shot. I've got to take a Deadly Shot here, just to sort of shore up that side of it. Well, how's my mana curve looking? We're almost halfway through, and we've definitely got a steep mana curve. I'm going to take a Novice Engineer here. The Dark Iron Dwarf is great. The Stranglethorn Tiger is great. What I can't do is keep taking high-cost cards and then expect to just round out my curve naturally. So because the Novice Engineer is here, I've got to take that. Okay, so we've got a Timberwolf, a Multi-Shot, or a Hunter's Mark. I've got to go with the Multi-Shot here. It's just too good. Just too good. Okay, wow. So here we've got 3 great cards. There's a Timberwolf, a Silverhand Knight, and a Harvest Golem. I'm going to have to take the Silverhand Knight on this. The Harvest Golem is fantastic, but the Silverhand Knight is just so good. Oh my gosh, the choices that this draft is giving me. So Scarlet Crusader, Divine Shield is great. Chillwind Yeti, obviously my favorite card. But a second Multi-Shot is really good. No, okay. I was just about to say, officially the chain has been broken, but I am going to take another Chillwind Yeti. Okay, now we definitely need lower cost cards, so we're not taking the Core Hound. There's the Ironforge Rifleman or the Hunter's Mark. I'm going to go with the Ironforge Rifleman here. I need to start rounding out my troops at a lower cost curves. And so we've got Arcane Shot, Ironforge Rifleman, or a Hunter's Mark. We're going to do an Arcane Shot to start rounding out that bottom part of the curve. Whoa, okay, so we've got a Gladiator's Longbow, a Hunter Crab, or a Molten Giant. I've got to go with the Molten Giant here. Gladiator's Longbow is fantastic, but a Molten Giant is better. That was a tough choice. Okay, so now we've got Scarlet Crusader, Tauren Warrior, or a Scavenging Hyena. I'm going to take the... how many beasts do I have? 1, 2, 3? Ugh. Okay. 10 cards left. Okay, I'm going to take the Scavenging Hyena and hope I pull a couple more beasts. I'm mostly doing this because it's a 2 cost. Another Scavenging Hyena. Okay, Frostwolf Warlord's okay, but I'm going to take another Scavenging Hyena. Now we've got a Freezing Trap. I'm going to take the Freezing Trap here. Explosive Trap, Young Dragonhawk, or Kill Command. The Explosive Trap is fantastic, but I've got to take the Kill Command. Kill Command is such a good card in draft. Wow. Okay, so now we've got a Harvest Golem, a Gurubashi Berserker, or an Explosive Trap. The choice is really, because I've got 2 Chillwind Yetis, Defender of Argus, I only have the 1 multi-shot. Okay, I need some AoE, especially if it's, you know, like a late game imp, blood imp. So I'm going to take an Explosive Trap, but that is a tough choice between those 2. Okay, then we've got a Bluegill Warrior, a South Seas Deckhand, or a Voodoo Doctor. I'm going to go with a 1-drop. I'm going to go with a Voodoo Doctor. The healing can be good. Okay, so now it's a Gurubashi Berserker or a Mad Bomber. The Young Dragonhawk can be decent. I mean, gosh, I just don't have a lot of card draw. I'd like to take another beast, but I can't justify a Young Dragonhawk in this deck. So that means it's between the Gurubashi Berserker and the Mad Bomber. I'm going to have to go with the Mad Bomber for a little bit better early game. The Gurubashi Berserker is very good, though. Okay, now we're going to take the Ironbeak Owl because it's a beast and it's silence. I do like the Spellbreaker, but the Ironbeak Owl kind of fits in with what I need. Here I'm going to take another Deadly Shot. The Stone Tusk Boar and Thrallmar Farseeker are just not stellar. Okay, so and last card. Wow. Okay, Sunwalker is absolutely by far the best card of these 3. This is fantastic. Well, unless I had a Murloc deck, then Cold Light Seer would be great. But Sunwalker is just way too good. Okay, so looks like we've got a good, strong early game Surge. And then we've got, for late game, hopefully a Defender of Argus that we can throw in between one of our 2 Silverhand Knights. We've got a Boulderfist Ogre, and we've got a Sea Giant and a Molten Giant that should hopefully see us through. So, not too bad. 2 kill commands, perhaps, to finish off an opponent. We'll see how it goes. Okay, game number 5. So far 4-0. This deck has been doing pretty well. It's got a decent amount of traps, a decent amount of AoE. It's got a good mana curve. Obviously, during the drafting, there was a lot of hard choices. But I think sticking to a curve is really important in the arena. You know, otherwise you're just sort of left with nothing to do at either the late game or the early game. So it's really important to have that down. Okay, Mage. Mage is very strong in arena. Most of my 9 wins have come from mages. Okay, so I'm going to keep the Scavenging Hyena and the Silverback Patriarch. I'll kick back the Ogre. Okay, Sea Giant, that's fine. Obviously, with this hand, I'm in danger of being overwhelmed. Especially since I'm going first, I can't, like, Scavenging Hyena to begin. So, okay. Okay, well, maybe I can get some card draw going. You know, do a super late game. Just depends on how fast he rushes. Bloodfen Raptor is pretty fast. Let's see, what do I get? Okay. I am going to have to just shot. More than likely, I'll throw out my Silverback Patriarch on turn 3, and then Starving Buzzard to Scavenging Hyena on turn 4, look to Silverhand Knight, and then get my Sea Giant out, and hope he doesn't have a Polymorph. Yep, it's fine. There's just basically no combination of answers here that can stop this without a mage killing it off. Okay, that's a 4-3. Okay, so this is getting very dangerous. He's ramping well. What do I have against this? Okay, we are going to dig for a card. Hopefully, not fantastic, but not terrible. So what I'm hoping is this just sort of delays him for one turn. He could coin to Blizzard. That would be remarkably atrocious. Okay, and... Ooh, 1, 2, 3. Yes! Yes! Way to go, Buzzard! Wonderful. Wonderful. Because now I'm back. Well, it depends on what he plays here. Okay, that's fine. If it's a mirror image, I don't mind losing out this Ironforge Rifleman. Okay, it's not. So I will also play my Amani Berserker. Luck was on my side with those arcade missiles. If one or both had hit my Buzzard, it would have been extraordinarily difficult for me to recover. Okay, that's an odd play, but all right. So what we're gonna do here, I'm not gonna risk killing my own guy. So I'm going to pop his shield. We're going to hit this, and then we'll go ahead and roll the dice with the Mad Bomber. Hopefully it kills his guy, pops mine, and then we'll see how that goes. Kills his, that's good. Hit me, and hit him. Okay, so at this point, I'm willing to risk the Vaporize, because he won't be around long anyway. It's fine. And it's much better that than, say, like a Sea Giant that tries to attack. That was basically his optimal window of attacking. Deadly Shot. Oh, Freezing Trap. I'll take that. Yes, please. Thank you. So, we're going into Flame Strike territory. So I'd like to play my Silverhand Knight, but I can't. So I've got to play my Chillwind Yeti, play Freezing Trap, and attack in. And that way when he attacks with this Ogre, it's going to go back into his hand, and it's going to cost a whopping 8 resources to bring it back out. Hopefully by that time I've got either enough damage on him, or... oh, perfect. Oh, sorry, buddy. Freezing Trap. Okay, well then I'm definitely not trading with this dude. I think my only option now that he's got that back in his hand is to rush. And this is a great card to rush with, so yep. And let's arrow. And we will strike in. We are going to just do some damage as quickly as we possibly can. Obviously a Flame Strike would hurt here. But not too bad, because he'd still have to give up his Dark Iron Dwarf to kill off my Yeti. Okay, that's, you know, not too bad, all things considered. Unless he has another Arcane Missiles. That would be horrible. Okay. That's legit, because now my Silverhand Knight should be good. So I'll Silverhand Knight.
Ready, sir.
And then I'll probably play my Sea Giant next. I've just got to make sure that every turn I Steady Shot. Absolutely, positively have to every turn Steady Shot. Okay. 4, 5, and Polymorph. Yes. Because now my Sea Giant should be safe. And if he's got another Polymorph, that's okay. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Okay, so first we're going to Silence. That turns him down to a 6. Then we're going to play my Sea Giant. Arrow. Kill off his Twilight Drake. And strike in for 2. Now we'll see what sort of real answers he has. Because if he has another Polymorph, then that's fine, and that means that my Sunwalker is safe. Okay, he's got a Taunter. All things considered, not too bad. I know that he's got that Ogre still in his hand, but that costs 8 now. Okay. That's fine. Because all I'm really looking to do here is attack in, strike, strike, and then throw out my Sunwalker. You know, because I don't care what he has. I just need to last one more turn so I can Steady Shot next turn. So that was nothing dangerous whatsoever. Whew! Thank goodness for those Arcane Missiles. Hooray, RNG! You know, sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. That's fine. Feel free to do whatever you want. And well played. Yep. And arrow to the face. Boom! So that that was a very difficult reclaiming of the board after it was lost. I mean, obviously the action was frenzied, but luckily I drew my freezing trap just at the right time. Those arcane missiles missed my buzzard by a hair, which forced him to kill off his raptor. To be honest, he shouldn't have traded, in my opinion, his raptor for my starving buzzard. But there's always the question. You know, I didn't draft many beasts, so my starving buzzard wasn't going to do anything else for me. But he didn't know that. So hunter decks in arenas, you can play off of some of the frustration that you can build up in like a hunter constructed deck, because they're used to seeing Starving Buzzard into Unleash the Hounds and traps all over the place. So you play a Starving Buzzard or a Hyena, and they're like, oh my gosh, I've got to get rid of it. When really in Arena, you don't. It's okay. Unless they've managed to draft an insane deck, they won't be able to utilize those very well, and it's better to push the health advantage and make him kill off his own troops by taking out your guys. So, excellent. Okay, game number 11. So this deck has done pretty well. There were a lot of tough choices during the draft when it came to the mana curve, but luckily I think I managed to choose pretty well. I've got a very few amount of beasts, no animal companions, so the beast component of this hunter deck is very, very weak. I'm mostly relying on the curve that I have, as well as the hero power to just keep chunking down my opponent, and then go from there. Okay, Shaman can be really tough, so just depends on how good his deck is. Okay, I like the Scavenging Hyena. I don't like the Molten Giant in hand. You have to wait too long or allow too much in. But Shieldmaster, Kill Command, Scavenging Hyena, and now another Kill Command. That's good. Okay. Okay, so yes, I will definitely Scavenging Hyena, because I want to save my my silence. But then next turn, if he doesn't play anything, well, let's see what he plays. Okay, it's fine. I am happy to just kill this guy off and then arrow. That's one of the best parts about the hunter in Arena, is this is always an effective power, because the whole point is to kill the person. You're not doing any fancy tricks or fancy combos. You just need to kill them. Okay. So I'm at 3. I could silence, then it's just a 1/4. I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna silence this off. And then I don't care if he clears the board, because I'm gonna put a Shield Master, and it's just more important for him not to get anything else out. I'll just sort of relegate, because you don't want to use your kill commands that this early. It's just a lot to do, and taking 2 damage a turn. I mean, that's my hero power, so I don't really care about that. Okay, not a problem. What we'll do next is we will throw out our Taunter, and we'll probably look for a pretty early Sea Giant, to be honest. Obviously, at this point, I have to worry about Hex. And so the Shield Master is sort of like the first stopping point for Hex. You use that first. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Fine, too. Lightning Bolt? No. Okay. It's perfectly fine. Okay, perfect. This is a great card to get right now. Because now it's a 4/6, and if he's got a Hex, he's going to use it, and that means my Sea Giant, unless he pulled multiple Hexes. Hopefully that only does 2 to my Shield Master. Of course not, it always does max damage to me. Damn you! Okay. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so, hey, we've got a big fat lug that we could throw out. Or we could do a Chillwind Yeti and arrow. I'm gonna, because there's such such a paltry amount of stuff on the board. I'm going to do Yeti and Arrow. I think that's going to be a stronger position. I can't believe it did 3 damage to both of them. It's so terrible. It's so terrible. Okay. Mana Addict has to die. Absolutely. Okay. So now, he's already used up an AoE. It would be unlikely for him to have another. So I'm going to Silverhand Knight, kill off that Mana Addict, because that is just horrendous. And if he breaks out another of those AoEs, just means his deck was better at drafting. Okay, Fire Elemental. That's legit. Okay, that's fine. What do I want to get here? Forked Lightning on top of it. Wow, he has drafted great. That is unbelievable drafting. Okay. Okay, so I hate going for lucky plays. He's got so few cards in his hand. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Boulder Fist, Ogre, and Arrow. I'm not going to lucky play. My Molten Giant's getting charged up, which is great. I've got very good control, but I didn't draw. And a Violet Teacher too? Dude, this card's deck is crazy. This dude's deck is crazy. Okay, so now what we gotta do. Scavenging Hyena. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Kill command that. And can I... kill command this. Trade off there. And then go from there. So we've got a really good board clean. We've got a multi-shot to back it up. As our Drake. Seriously, this dude, if this is the, oh, it's the Taunter. Oh my gosh! This guy has gotten great drafting cards. Oh, boy, that was worth right there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to play out the Flame Trap. And then, yes, I'll kill off his Taunter just to make sure that he doesn't delay. But that way, I'm only going to take 4. And I'm going to do a ton of damage, and then I'll finish off the Drake with multi-shot plus whatever else he drops. So if he's smart, he'll attack first. Because you always, whenever you see a Hunter Trap, attack first before you play anything else. Unless it's like a Cleric to give it a +1/+1. Then that's legit. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the I'm gonna have to multi-shot into this. Okay, I could Mad Bomber. Molten Giant costs 0. Do I trust Mad Bomber? I love you, Mad Bomber. Do some work! I love you, Mad Bomber. Thank you. That was excellent. Okay, so now we are going to attack this, multi-shot, attack in, throw out the Molten Giant for 0, and Arrow. Way to go, Mad Bomber. Whew. You know that time that you hit me 3 times when there were 4 things on the field and 2 of them had Divine Shield on my opponent's side? I forgive you. I forgive you, Mad Bomber. Even if I lose, I forgive you. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Well played. Okay, excellent. So, obviously, the game would have still worked out in my favor. Because even if Mad Bomber had, say, hit me 3 times, I still would have killed all of his troops. But that just ensured that I was able to kill off everything that was important and still keep the board presence I wanted at the health I wanted. So yeah, pretty nice. Excellent. Okay, so 9 wins, 2 losses, not too shabby. Obviously on the Hunter deck, I didn't get a lot of beasts, so most of my Starving Buzzard and Hyena plays were just bluffs. They were intended to make one of my opponents trade their 3/2 troop or pull out a Frostbolt or something that just to get rid of them in some sort of effective way, because I wasn't going to be able to use them well. So luckily all those worked out, and my traps also worked out pretty well. So excellent. Let's see what we got. And the smoke clears of that beautiful huge key. It's always a nice thing to see. So let's see what we get. Whoa, all these boxes! I got a bunch of boxes. Okay, so 200 gold, pack of cards, 2 packs of cards. 200 gold and 2 packs of cards, 30 dust. I still have some commons to craft, so that's fantastic. Made 50 gold and got 2 packs of cards. Excellent. So let's see what was in those cards, hey? Number 1. Cold Light Oracle. Okay, well, Unbound Elemental is great. I already got my fill of Argent Protectors, so Unbound Elemental will be good for my Shaman deck. Still haven't made a Murloc deck. I hate those guys. Okay, and another Savagery. Okay, eye for an eye. Well, it's 200 gold, so I made 50 gold for my trouble and got some extra cards. I'll get some extra dust, so not a bad deal at all. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please take the time to subscribe. And, as always, I'm MSB, wishing you good games and good times.